What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another one of these music marketing tips videos. In this one today, I am doing a complete setup of running Instagram/Facebook ads, social media ads, and I'm doing it from beginning to end, start from scratch, and I am going to do a complete walkthrough. So if you're new to this, or if you're doing ads and you want a step-by-step guide, this would be your video. I'm going to do the full rundown. And in this video, I'm going to set up an actual campaign that I'm going to run for one of my songs for 4 weeks. And I'm going to try to stay within around $100 budget in 4 weeks. I don't recommend just having $100 to run a campaign for a song, a new song, or an old song. I recommend having a couple $100 at least. But for the sake of this video and the budget, I wanted to challenge myself and do something within that would be more difficult, which would be $100, and see what type of results I could get with that. And then I may do a 2-week update video, and then I'll obviously do a 4-week at least to show you the results of the campaign, whether it was successful or unsuccessful. And also, I'm going to set up this campaign with a pretty new ad account. This ad account, as you see on the screen right now, I've only been running ads on it since August 25th, and I've had an ad on to the current date of making this video, October 2nd. It's a fairly new pixel, but I've been running an ad. I picked an ad that I knew would be strong to gather data real quick, especially this one, and it does great, as you can see. So I'm running a tier 1 and a tier 4. As you can see here, we all know there's a tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. I created a tier 4, which includes a lot more countries than you would if it was just tier 3. I was thinking about using it for this campaign. I was thinking about doing it for this campaign, but I don't think we are. I'm going to stick with a tier 3, which is country list 1 through 3 for this campaign, just to play it a little more safe, because that tier 4 list is a little more, or a lot more, unpredictable with results, especially if you don't have any good data beforehand before targeting all those extra countries. But maybe in another video I can go over that tier 4 list. So without further ado, let's get into this video. If you have any questions, comments, please leave it in the comments section below, and I'll answer it once I see it. And again, this is the way I would set up my campaign, how I would do it. It's worked with me. I'm going to try some new things. And like I mentioned, this is a newer pixel, so we're going to see how it's going to do. Once you have your business manager, business suite, and Facebook all set up, you're going to have to create an ad account. To do this, you would go to the bottom left corner, as you see on the screen, and hit business settings. Once you're in business settings, you would go to the left-hand side and you'd click on ads account. And you go into kind of the middle of the screen and you would hit add. And that's how you would do it. You would hit add an ad account, fill out this, add an ad account. And there you go. You'd have ad account, and then you'd have a pixel. So after you created that ad account, you may not have a pixel because they did update their systems. So when you go into Ads Manager and you create a new engagement campaign, you hit all the necessary features, website for conversions, and then you scroll down, you will see the meta pixel is required to publish, set up your pixel, or switch to a different optimization, such as a landing page views. Then you would just click Create Pixel. Once you hit Create Pixel, you'll name your pixel and then hit Create Pixel, and then voila, your pixel will be created. And then you can go back in Events Manager, Data Sources, and you will see your pixel on the left-hand side. And when we get to the point of the video, when I add that pixel, we'll go over all this so you know exactly where to find your pixel. But that is how you would create your pixel after you have created an ad account. Before we create the ad, there's a couple things that we need to do prior to doing this, so we have everything we need to set it up properly and efficiently and quickly as possible. So the song I'm going to choose from my catalog is number 7 down the list. I didn't want to choose a totally dead song because, yeah, I just didn't want to choose a totally dead song for the sake of video. I wanted to pick a song that's in my top 10, but I've never ran an ad for this song at all. This will be the first time I've ever done any type of ad for this song. When I released this song, it was a few years ago, and it was before I was even doing any type of ad marketing for my music. So we're doing No Feelings, and I'm going to go into my Spotify for artists, and I'm going to show you the last 28 days. So there's some transparency when we do a compare and contrast when I do videos in the future. So it roughly gets, except here on Monday, I got a big boost for some reason. Averagely, as you can see, 100, around 100, it looks like, obviously. And last 28 days, 3,500 streams and 50 playlist ads, 77 saves. So I just wanted to share that with you. Next step, we have our song. You want to have some visuals for it, which I'll show you in a bit. I've made 4 separate visuals that I will actually share with you right now so you can see exactly what I created and what I'll be using for this campaign. All right, so you saw that. Next step, we're going to create a landing page that we are going to direct people when they see the ad, they're going to click listen now, and they're going to have an option of streaming services where they can click and choose which streaming service they want to use. So I've been using submithub.com past several months. I did a video on this, so I'll just leave a video up in the top right hand corner if you want to check that out. But I've been using them. I integrate it with my Facebook Pixel and everything works. I like their system. I like the data they give. I like them. You can use a custom conversion event, which would be like an hype edit smart link. But for the sake of this video and what I do, I use SubmitHub, and it's free as well. So when you're here, have an account, make an account, you're going to add a link. And I'm just going to fill this out how I would fill it. I just fill out the title, and that's all I really do. And then I go down and I add the link. All right, so I just filled out all the links. I did 5 links. So once you have that done, it should pop up your cover art. If it doesn't, you're going to have to upload it. But sometimes it doesn't for some reason, so you just upload it. And then when you scroll down here, you're going to hit include pixel, and that's where you put in your pixel. If you don't know where your pixel is, you would go back into your ads manager or just business suite. You go to events manager, and you could click data sources. That'd be fine. And then the left-hand side, top left-hand side, that is your ID number, your pixel number. And you just copy and paste this into here. Now I've created my link, my landing page, which I'll use for my ad. And I have all these streaming services and other stores that I want to add. You may have less, you may have more. It's all up to you. Maybe starting out, just do Spotify and Spotify and Apple Music. But again, it's up to you. You can even put YouTube on here. There's so many stores. But obviously Spotify is the #1 streaming service. So we have our visuals that we're going to use for the ad. We have our landing page. We're set up there. We're going to go back into Ads Manager, your business suite in Facebook. There's one thing I want to do just in case you have a new account and a new pixel. I do this just in case. You would go into Events Manager first, and then you would have these options on the left-hand side, and you would hit Data Sources, and that would take you where you can get into Overview, Test Events, and so on. So I'd go into Settings, and this is what I like doing just in case. I scroll all the way to the bottom. I've had issues in the past sometimes, but I just do this just in case. So you're going to go into Traffic Permissions, Domains on your Allow list. I'm just going to hit Edit. And as you already see, it's already added. You're going your landing page link, whether it's HypeEdit or Submit Hub, and you're going to put it in here .com, and you're just going to add it, confirm it. And as you see here, it's on the bottom. It's allowed. So there's never going to be an issue for some reason why it doesn't work. And once that is all set, we're going to test it. Since we've never ran an ad before, we're going to test it and make sure the landing page is integrated with our pixel, and Facebook will let us know. So we go back to our landing page. I'm going to copy this, go back in Events Manager, and now we're in Test Events. As you saw, it's the same page on data sources, and we're just going to paste this into the test browser events. I'm going to open up website, and I'm going to hit this play just to do a double click. I'm not going to play it, but we're going to go back here, and it processed it. Manual setup, it processed it at 6:20, which is what time it is now. So the page view is when they click on the listen now, the ad itself, and then the view content is when they actually click on your streaming service. So it shows that I went through. Even though I go through, doesn't mean I'm going to listen to the song or listen to the song for 30 seconds, which counts for a stream. So doesn't mean necessarily that you actually got a stream out of it, because they still have to listen to the song. But it does show you that they clicked on Spotify or Apple, and most likely they probably will, but you never know. You never know. For whatever reason, they might not be a premium member, so they can't listen to it, and so on. So, but this is the data we have, and it shows that they clicked on the ad and they also clicked on the streaming service, which is the view content. So everything works. That is great. We have everything set up. We're going to go back into Ads Manager, and we're going to create this baby. We're going to start off and do this right now. We're going to hit create. We're in Ads Manager. We always do an engagement campaign. I always do it manual in the beginning, so I'm doing manual engagement. And here we are on the first page. You will see always, I reiterate this a lot, title everything so you know what is what. So I'm titling No Feelings. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to do, this is an important factor when you're running your ads. I recommend having multiple ads. I'm doing 4, and I'm going to test them all against one another. And this key feature, this Advantage campaign budget, used to be called optimization before, but now it's called Advantage campaign budget. We're going to turn that on, and you'll see why when we get to all of it, when we get to it. So I'm going to put my budget, it's going to start off 10. Again, I'm trying to stay within that $100 range for the next 28 days. So after that, we're just going to go down and hit next. Again, we're on the top of ad set name. Name your campaign. Name your ad set. I'm just going to do No Feelings right now. I'm going to maybe modify this because I don't know exactly what ad I'm going to use yet. But I'm going to just name it. I usually like doing it sometimes I put what the visual is or what I target, so I know whether it's dance music, EDM, hip hop, whatever. Sometimes I do that, or what type of visual it is, so I know what the ad is, so I don't have to double check. So you're going to scroll down to conversions. We're going to do website because we're sending them to that landing page, the Submit Hub link or HypeEdit link, whichever you will be using. Put the correct pixel, ZZ, conversion event. This is going to be, since we're using Submit Hub, it's a view content. And you saw that it was a view content when I tested it out. So view content, unless you make a custom conversion event, which would be HypeEdit, but we're doing view content because that's what it is. So we're going to scroll down. And I am going to do, once I see this option, Advantage plus Audience, I'm going to switch to Original Audience options. And I'm going to use Original Audience. And this is where we do our locations, our age, our genders, and our detailed targeting. I'm going to scroll down to locations. I'm going to hit edit. And I'm going to put my cursor over the browse and click on it.
Sorry,
and then I'm going to
do
save
that.
locations.
You're not listening to
And
iTunes.
since I already made a country list, this is a great way to, if you haven't made a list, you just create your list, you put your countries in and hit match. But I'm going to use tier 3 and I'll just show you what it is. It's normal tier 3 I use that I've modified down from the tier 4 for over the years, but this is it. Now we go down to age. And I'm going to do 22 to 49. And this song, by the way, is an EDM song. Not like mainstream EDM, but it is an electronic dance music track. And that is what I'm going to target. Electronic dance music. Just for this, for right now, maybe I'll do, and it does have an indie dance feel as well in some parts of the song, which would be alternative dance. So I'm going to try that. Most cases, electronic dance music would be fine by itself, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to do this. I'm experimenting. I'm trying some new things as well. And there's a lot of other creators that I know and marketing people. They like putting this and doing a define further. So like if after this and then must match Apple Music, Spotify. In the test I run, I've done it many, many times. This way always works better than adding a Spotify or Apple list. Apple Music must like Apple Music or must like Spotify. That is just my experience and my experience only. They probably may have different experiences or you have, but I don't do it because I don't get the best results. I've never seen it, so I don't recommend it. But you can always test that. And the way you test it is when we hit that Advantage campaign budget, you can test it with that. So you could run the same exact ad, do one like this, do one with must like Spotify and see how the results are. That's one way to test it. So we're going to scroll down. We have our all genders, age, locations, and our interests, which we were going to, which Facebook will focus on this audience to send it out. We're going to scroll down and now we're going down to placements. You're going to put your cursor, hover it right over this Advantage Plus placements, and you're going to hit edit. I always do manual. We're going to do manual. So since we're doing 4 different ads, I am going to do 4 different, kind of maybe I'll do some the same and some mixed up. For this one, I'm going to unclick Audience Network and Messenger right now and just keep Facebook and Instagram. And I'm going to go down and show you exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do Facebook, Instagram feed. Maybe I'll leave video feed. I'll turn off video feed. Do Instagram. Explore Instagram home. I like that. Instagram Explorer, Instagram home, Instagram feed, Facebook feed. And this one will just do Instagram Reels. Unclick the rest. And yeah, we'll just do search results and leave those clicked and see that. So that's what I'm going to do for that. So search results clicked, Instagram Reels, stories, Facebook stories, Instagram stories all clicked, Instagram Explorer, Explore home, Instagram feed, and Facebook feed. Great, we're all set. So you're gonna go by around the corner and you usually hit next. I don't see next for some reason, so we're just gonna go to the left and hit new engagement ad. Once again, we're at the top. You're gonna name it. Make sure your identity is all accurate, Facebook page, Instagram page. And we're going to scroll down to media and we're going to add video. I'm going to add all these right now. So we have them. We're going to go to upload. And I'm just going to upload them all, highlight them. and hit open. You're going to wait till it's all uploaded, which will be a little bit, especially I uploaded 4 at once, so it's going to take a few moments. But once we have the first ad set up, after that, it's easy breezy, beautiful cover girl, because all we're going to do is duplicate the ad and do some minor adjustments. All right, once it's uploaded, you want to pick the appropriate one. I'm going to do this one and hit next. Next. Everything looks good. You can even, if you want to, you can change this to recommended, but I like original. And next. And done. So the ad's set up, the visual's set up. Now we're going to work on the primary text. This is the description, what you're going to see usually under the ad or above the ad. And what I recommend is just write whatever, and there's an AI feature, I've mentioned this many times, that'll pop up and give you suggestions. So I'm just going to think of something right now. All right. This is what I wrote. Hello, music lovers. Here are some electronic sounds to uplift your day and hopefully take you somewhere beautiful. And then if you scroll down, you have all the text generation AI recommendations. Need me pick me up, feeling down, feeling these electric sounds, brighten your day. Ever felt like you're stuck in a rut? I've noticed it's really the same stuff every time I post an ad. Nothing really new, but I'm gonna uncheck these and just generate more and see exactly what it'll give me. Okay, this is a little bit better. Wordy. You could use any of these and paraphrase it, cut it shorter, hit play now. But I'm going to stick with what I wrote and move on. I'm going to add the title of the song though. This is optional, but I'm just going to do it for the ad. Headline is only shown in Facebook ads, so I like putting the title again, but this is only shown in Facebook. They don't show it in Instagram. And here in the description is also in Facebook ad. So if you're not using Facebook ads, I would disregard, but I like putting something like this. You can leave it blank. It doesn't really matter. Then we're going to scroll down, and this is very important, the call to action. You're going to make sure you hit listen now. And that is, oh wait, we got to do the landing page. Almost forgot. We're going to copy this. I'm going to put in a website URL. I'm going to preview the link. Everything works. Everything looks good. And now we have it all set up. And this is the first ad. Once we have that all set up, all we're going to do is, and this is a common mistake what people do, you're going to duplicate this ad, but you're going to duplicate this ad, the ad set name page. What I see a lot of people do, they duplicate this page, the visual page. Whenever you duplicate, you want to duplicate this, the ad set page. Because once you do that, watch, I'll hit duplicate, original campaign, duplicate. You have both now. You could change the visual and you could change the targeting. Always duplicate this page. And I see many people always duplicate this page to repeat again. So we're going to do this one. All right, so now we're in the second page, the duplication, which would be ad 2. And I'm going to actually keep this targeting the same. And I'm going to go down here. So this one, I'm going to do Facebook Reels. I'm going to unclick Messenger and Stories. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do with this one. And we're just going to see how this goes. And unclick this. Search results. We're going to go to the ad set page. This is Trippy Ad 2. I'm going to change the title. And all I'm going to do is going to change the media. So I believe it was, yeah, it was this ad that's kind of similar. A similar part of the song, that is. And there we go. That was that simple. That's what I was saying, how quick it is now. I'm not going to change anything. So the second ad is all set up. I'm going to go back to the original ad again, and I'm going to duplicate it from the ad set name page. I'm going to do duplicate original setup, original again. So this one I'm going to get rid of alternative dance. I'm going to add dance music for this next ad. This one I'm just going to do Instagram Reels. I'm going to keep this one the same as the original, I think. Yeah. We go to this one. Oops, I forgot to title it, but let me fix that real quick. Trippy Ad 3. And we're just going to change the media once again. And again, the original campaign, I'm just going to duplicate it again, because I did 4. This one I'm just going to do electronic dance music. And this one is just a vinyl ad. And this one I'm going to do Facebook Reels only. And I'm going to put in Instagram profile feed. So this one's the vinyl ad. I use it in all my ads. I test it out, see if it works. It's this one right here. And I did a video on it, how I created this. And I'll leave a video of how I did this in the top right hand corner if you're curious how I made this ad. So that is it. We have made all the ads. All right, so the ad is published. I'm going to go back into it, and I'm just going to go back to this feature that we clicked, Advantage Campaign Budget. It's clicked on, $10 a day. That means out of these 4 ads, Facebook will only spend its budget toward the one that's performing the best, whichever one that may be. So theoretically, that's what it's supposed to do. You're supposed to trust the system, and we're going to see. And so maybe ad 2, Trippy 3 are doing well, and these other 2 aren't. It should put majority of the budget to Trippy Ad 3 and Trippy Ad 2. That is essentially how it works. So that's a great feature, and you could run and test ads with one another so you're not wasting your money. So guys, that is it. That is how you set up your Facebook ad campaign and ads from scratch, from start to finish. I hope you found this helpful and useful in your music journey. Again, if you have any comments, questions, or anything at all, just leave in a comment section and I will get to it as soon as I see it. But that is it. And I will keep you posted on this. Hopefully it does well. If it doesn't do well, then I guess I'm screwed. But we will see. And whether it doesn't do well, it's not successful or successful, I'm going to share it anyways so you can see. And I'm going to let you know if any modifications I do during this. But in the next few days, you just keep an eye on it. Hopefully you get some good results. If you don't, then you're going to have to do some modifications, whether it's the ad itself, the visual, or the targeting. And we will know this in the coming days. So again, I will be doing some update videos about this campaign itself, and my budget is around $100 for the next 28 days. All right, guys. Again, I thank you. I appreciate you. And that is it for today. Good luck with the music. Peace.